So today we're going to go through a few wrist exercises to strengthen, release and activate your wrists, which is really important for climbing, especially now that you're not in the gym practicing. So the first exercise today is we're going to bring our arms down by our side, our elbows squeeze towards our rib cage, our palms are face up with our forearms running parallel to the ground. And I want you to try and keep your hands so that your fingers are pressed together, your palms are spread out nice and wide, and I'm encouraging you not to bend through your fingers at all. Try and keep it so you're holding two plates. So we're going to start to bend through our wrist crease, so we come into flexion of our hands. So we're bending our hands upright, keeping our fingers nice and straight, trying to encourage our forearms to stay stable. Then we're going to internally rotate both hands so they come towards each other, down to the ground, and then externally rotating through the wrists. Back up through center, internal rotation, down to the ground, external rotation. Trying to keep those forearms nice and stable. Now let's go the opposite direction. Down to the ground, internal rotation, up to the sky, external rotation. The smaller the circles, the easier it's going to be, trying to keep your forearms nice and still and steady like train tracks, and release. Now we're going to come down to the mat and bringing our shoulders over wrists. Spread your fingers nice and wide, and I want you to just roll into circles above your wrists. So going forward, back, side to side, starting to massage out that joint, allowing just gentle pressure downwards into your hands. And let's all turn our fingertips out towards the edge of the mat. Press down through your hands and again, create big circles. Take the fingers back towards your knees, so the front of your wrist crease is pressing towards the front of the room. And now we're going to sit back towards our heels. You'll start to feel the opening through the front of your forearms and into your wrists, trying to keep the palms of your hands down onto your mat. Coming back up so that your shoulders are over your wrists. We're going to flip the palms of our hands down so the tops of our hands are now down onto the mat. Keeping the arms nice and straight and sit back towards your heels once again. You may not need to go as far this time, it's quite a deep opener through the backs of your wrists. Steady your breath. Flip the base of your hands back down to the mat and come into a seat. Now our last arm exercise or wrist exercise that we're going to do is we're going to come into cactus arms. So instead of flaring out your ribs, start to draw your ribs towards one another. So we're hugging everything towards the midline. You'll feel nice and stable through your core. And then all I want you to do is open and close your hands as big as you can, so exaggerate the movement. And we're going to try and do 100 open and close of the hands. You can go as fast or slow as you like. You'll start to feel your forearms activate. Steady your breath, still drawing the ribs towards one another. You'll feel your forearms start to turn on the more that you open and close the palms of your hands. Stay for 2 more breaths. And relax. You may need to shake out your hands, your arms, your wrists, your fingers. Okay, so we're all warm through that part of our body.